this video, we'll dive into the world of zoom and prime lenses to help you choose the best one for your story. This is just one of the videos from our course, Storyteller's Guide to Lenses, but there's so much more to learn. As a VideoMaker Plus member, you'll get access to over 45 courses on every aspect of video production, like our course on the basics of visual storytelling. It, like this one, will help you take your videos to the next level. And right now, you can get free unlimited access. Just click on this card and sign up now. Don't miss this chance to improve your videos. Zoom and prime lenses each have their own set of characteristics. With a zoom lens, you get the flexibility to adjust the angle of view and the subject size, making it a convenient choice for varied perspectives without needing to swap out lenses. In contrast, prime lenses offer fixed focal lengths, meaning they can't zoom in or out. But what they lack in flexibility, they make up for in image quality. Prime lenses often deliver sharper images and larger maximum apertures at a more affordable price, giving you creative options that can really elevate your story. But what are some direct benefits and drawbacks of shooting with a zoom or prime lens? If you're shooting with a zoom lens, then you have a wide range of focal lengths to choose from. This can help you capture different types of shots, such as wide angle, normal, or telephoto, without having to carry multiple lenses. You can also use the zoom to perfect your composition by zooming in or out. However, one of the drawbacks of shooting with a zoom lens is that you have a smaller maximum aperture than a prime lens. This means that you might not be able to achieve as shallow of a depth of field. A smaller aperture also means that you need more light to get proper exposure, which can be challenging in low-light situations. But there are so many lenses that overcome this. So it's important to know what the maximum aperture is of every lens you use so it meets your needs. Another drawback of shooting with a zoom lens is that some zoom lenses can have a changing aperture over the zoom range of the lens. This means that as you zoom in or out, the aperture changes automatically, which can affect your exposure and depth of field. For example, if you have a zoom lens that has an aperture of 3.5 at 18mm and f5.6 at 55, then as you zoom in from 18 to 55mm, your aperture will decrease from f3.5 to f5.6, making your image darker with a deeper depth of field. Now, if you use a prime lens, you don't have zoom capabilities. This can either be a drawback or a benefit depending on how you look at it. Instead of relying on the zoom, you have to move closer or further away from your subject. This could force you to find new, interesting angles. However, not having a zoom means that you'll have to change lenses if you want to switch between different focal lengths, which can be very time-consuming. It's also inconvenient because you have to carry more lenses to cover the shots your main lens can't get. But prime lenses can have a larger maximum aperture than zoom lenses, meaning they let in more light, leading to higher image quality and better low-light performance. They can also create a shallower depth of field than zoom lenses as well, allowing you to make your subject stand out more from the background and foreground. So, how do you decide whether to use a zoom or prime lens? Well, there is no definitive answer to this question, as it depends on many factors like your personal preference, your style, budget, subject matter, and shooting conditions. However, here are some general guidelines that may help you make your choice. If you want more convenience, or if you're shooting in a fast-paced environment where you need to adapt quickly to different scenarios, then a zoom lens is probably the better option for you. Now, if you're shooting in a more controlled environment and want to focus on quality first and foremost, then maybe you should consider using a prime lens. Of course, these are not hard and fast rules. They are exceptions and trade-offs to consider. For example, some zoom lenses have large apertures and consistent apertures throughout their zoom range, which can give you similar results as prime lenses. And some prime lenses have a very long or very short focal lengths that can really limit your options. Ultimately, the best way to find out what works best for you is to try both types of lenses and see how they affect your story. You may find out that you prefer one over the other, or that you like to use both, depending on the situation. You just watched one of the videos from our course, Storyteller's Guide to Lenses, but there's so much more to learn. As a VideoMaker Plus member, you'll get access to over 45 courses on every aspect of video production, like our course on the basics of visual storytelling. It, like this one, will help you take your videos to the next level. And right now, you can get free unlimited access. Just click on this card and sign up now. Don't miss this chance to take your videos to the next level. Thanks for watching.